Hey guys, Abraham here at the Acres. How you guys doing? It's been a little while, but I don't know if I really had much going on yet. So I thought what I would do is show you what maybe has gone on, and then at the end just maybe state where I see some little different projects going on, and I'll see if I can get the camera out. But of course, I'm gonna have an excuse why I won't at the end as well. But for now, just follow along and maybe get a little update here on, what are we here? About January 11th. It's a Sunday, so you can cross-reference that if that's really the 11th of 2025. But we do have a little house progress to show you. Just the other day, we had a few loads of lumber arrive, and it is for the walls and then the sheeting to go on the walls for the house. So let's take you to where we're at. I'll get away from the front of the video and show you. So at the moment right here, this is gonna be the shop, kitchen, and freezer space. So not much has changed there. But if we swing sort of here, you're gonna see there's snow on top. The guys have been doing a great job and working through the elements here, and they have, the house is all been floor trussed, I guess you could say. Let me step back off and show you that they've enclosed the windows as well. So the windows are framed in for the windows, but then they closed it up because the windows, that'll be probably a month or so before they arrive, because then they'll arrive when more of the house is complete, and then they can put the windows in. But yeah, walking across the floor of the main house, this spot right here that's not looking flat, that's gonna be for where the stairs go down. So nice they got that closed up. The plan is to put a heater down there, so we gradually, well actually we do two things. We gradually get the frost that is there out of the ground, and secondly, it's going to prevent any more frost from going down there. So we'll gradually get it out. They can work down there so it doesn't bother with any rising and falling of the temperatures, of which, if you are in Wisconsin, you know we're in a decent spell since the first of the new year for hardly any temperatures getting above freezing, above 32. So today I believe is at about 30 degrees, and then tomorrow we dip back down again to, I don't know, 0, something like that. So it's looking really good. We've got it cleaned up around the edge. Got the burn a little bit the other day, which was sort of fun. No complaints from anybody on that. But next time you probably see any type of video, you'll see this section here, in-law suite side. That's going to be worked on first to get up those walls and rafters, and then work across the hallway then to the main part of the house as well. So yeah, some pretty cool news there. The guys have been parking their equipment right over here by the plug-in so we can get stuff plugged in. You know, it just starts so much easier, or even starts at all, because it's been plugged in. Oh, as I'm heading down to the pigs, by the way, if you watched that last update, which been a little while ago, I circled and I started, I believe, with the cows and worked, I don't know, I'm sort of going backwards just to liven it up. So in going backwards, I'm going to show you, and maybe eventually we'll get a video or something of it, but we do have a trap set here. In there we have an animal that is in the, I'm guessing the, like the mink, ferret, weasel type family. It is all white except the, like the last half inch of the tail is black. I think we're gonna try and get a smaller trap yeah, it's all white, hardly longer, maybe 8-10 inches total, black on the tail. All right, working our way down to the birds here, and let's see if any birds are home. No birds are home. They knew they're gonna be on video. Let me see if they're underneath the... They're not underneath there either. Oh, I see where they are. So they do come out to eat with the pigs. So there's a few out here. Oh, hang on a sec. Let me wipe you off here. There you go. And the rest are under their shelter. For the pigs, it's been really working well. I've been really pleased with using this liner that would be in the back of the truck, upside down, pallets on the side. If you notice, we do have an addition here. A few days ago, we borrowed a boar. Pretty cool looking. So the boar is going to stay with her. I'm thinking 3, maybe 4 weeks. So they've been enjoying some time together. Crazy enough, they did not rip this down. I have had to put new bale twine around to hold it to the post in the past, but since he's been here, they have not ripped it down. We thought it would be down the next day, and it is not. And then eventually he'll get over to this girl as well. She's been doing well underneath her truck liner as well. Every once in a while I just add a little bit of old hay there, and really it's been working well. I mean, our temperatures, I think this year have been continually colder than last year, and the sows have been doing terrific. Now if I head across to the piggies, the piggies are growing well. 4 of them are right over 6 months old, and I'm guessing then that 7 of them are a little under 6 months old. But we're gonna take 4 to the market coming up at the end of this month, and we'll find out from the butcher if he likes the size of what they are, and then if he likes their size, then we'll work on getting, you know, another 3 or 4 in. But I have everybody fed already for today. And so like this girl, she likes a lot of rubs, but she's probably gonna be one of the first ones to go though. She's an older one, and I don't know if this one's ready, but they're all, you can pet any of them. So all looking really good. By the way, I showed you that one hut there, and they also go in that hut there. So some days you come and all 11 are in that hut, and then other days they're sort of split. Some are in there, and then some are over there. But if you don't watch it, they like to eat on your boots as well. Right, don't you? Don't you? One thing I'm gonna have to think about here is amount of feed I gotta get feed coming up real soon. I have less than, well, I didn't cover it yet, so I can show you. Less than 1 barrel left. Been getting 3,000 pounds at a time. So I'm gonna have to decide how many pounds I need to get so I don't have too much for leftovers. So yep, so normally I think they say about 6 months, but with it being colder, that first group will be about 6 months 3 weeks. And yeah, they've been, again, I think they've also been doing really well in handling the cold. But now on to the cattle. They just got moved into the third section, so we have 1, 2. I just moved them out yesterday from section 2 into here. So they'll be in this section about a month as I slowly keep feeding them down to the other end. That way it transfers any hay that's not eaten, that just keeps moving on down the field, down the pasture. And then of course their poop continue, you know, as they daily poop, that keeps moving further down. But they're all nice and almost cuddly. We got a sort of like a mist going on. It's supposed to snow later yet, some more today. They all have like a nice coat going on them. Just swing over. We're in the process of getting this guy here castrated, so he's banded. We banded him about maybe 10 days-ish ago. He's doing really well for handling the banding, eating and nursing. And then of course these two girls here, they're the oldest of everybody, of the babies. And then we have the youngster there. Right there, the black one, he's the young one. He is not banded. We're not sure if we're gonna band him yet. And then move on to cows. I think they're all looking good. You guys are looking good, aren't you? Aren't you? Yeah. You guys enjoying your hay for today? So I do have tomorrow's hay already laid out, so that's the next section here. And that'll go right along here. I did put a wire. Ooh, I think I almost heard an echo there. I did put a wire around the pole barn so they couldn't jump in there. Not totally complete setting up. Now I can go into maybe some of the stuff that's like on my radar. One of those is getting the pig feed and determining how much of that pig feed we need. Another is really from about right this post here that way. This is the spot that I would like to throw them if we have really wet, where it's going to be mucky out. They're going to start doing more pugging in the pasture. I want to have that they can go in there. But what do I need? I need to get some wood chips or maybe sawdust or something. So working on maybe trying getting that sometime soon. And then that would leave, so we had locked this part off, and then they still could work their way up to the water. I do want to take you up there because the last few days we have got into the high 20s, maybe 30s. Like I say, I think today might be 30. But I want to walk you up because the water freezes every once in a while, and it for sure will be froze tomorrow when we get 0. And I want to show you how thick the ice was from the other day when we took it out. So like right now you can see there's a slush on it. Cows could push on it and take that off. So there's, you know, that much ice, sort of a cool ice, looks like a moon on it there. So not bad. They would have been able to break that, but what they cannot break is stuff like this. Look how thick that is. So there's some chunks left that I had to get out. But I break that out every morning, and they're good there. I also have their spot to get some salt right here. I took a regular mineral container out because one, they were slowing down on a few other minerals I had in there. And number two, I also didn't want them to wreck it because it's so cold that it's made of plastic. And I didn't want it to break because the plastic is not gonna bend as much here in the winter with it being so cold. So, another thing on my radar to-do list coming up near soon, I need to get some more hay. A bale of hay lasts approximately 3 days. So I have enough for about a week here yet, but I also like to be ahead of the game as far as having it here. I don't know what the temperatures will bring, and these last time I had hay, which is part of this group here, I couldn't take it out there because it was just starting to hard freeze, but we had a slight snow, and so it sort of insulated, so I couldn't drive out the hay. So I do have one bale in there yet and a partial yet, so it'll get us, you know, 5-6 days. I forget, I didn't look how much is there. So the hay, the feed, those are on the to-do. By the way, I'm working my way up to the layer birds. Helping with house walls. That'll probably be something that I'll be working with as well. Figuring out how to catch that, I don't know, ferret mink. Oh, I could have showed you there, but right in the pole barn on that side, we have an old manure spreader. So there I need to take out, I don't know, the part that pulls the manure back so that we can take out the floorboards. The floorboards need to be replaced. There's holes in it. So that's sort of on the to-do list. I don't think there's gonna be many chickens in the eggmobile, but many of them like to roost, as in like 2/3 the birds like to roost in here. But I can see where they've been laying. Wow, I think that's the most eggs we've had. So I do see down there we have 2 eggs. And then if I swing over here, we have 3 eggs and 3 eggs. Wow. Wow, the birds must be liking the warmer weather. So that's cool. Yeah, normally at the moment, 6 eggs maybe. I have 44 birds. Some are a little older. So they'll go to processing this next summer, some of them. But it's just been so cold, and of course we're still in the getting darker season. And here's the 44 birds and 4 roosters. They are enjoying the windbreak with the hut. I mentioned getting sawdust for in the pole barn. I do want to get some more sawdust wood chips for in here. Starting winter, I thought, oh, it's doing really well. But now those, I mean, these were wood chips and they have really broken down. So I would like to get maybe a nice 6-inch layer across in here. It'd be really nice for the birds. Our one turkey is doing great. What is she, approximately 2 years old now? Always comes out and greets ya. And the chickens, they have laid maybe a total of 3 total eggs in the egg laying area here. They still just love to lay in the eggmobile. Not 100% sure why that is, but yeah. But they are doing well out of the wind, using the sawdust, more sawdust now than wood chips, but as they're bedding to get rid of their manure, which has been swell. And I mentioned that manure spreader. Well, you know, it is very tiny, but eventually that will have to get hauled out, and we'll haul that on the pasture, and that'll be slick. So 4 has been working well. Only been using it hay now since getting the pole barn mostly done, and I haven't done anything with Alice. Alice is just sitting there all covered. If we would happen to get a greater amount of snow than, I don't think we've broken 2 inches hardly. Then maybe I'd have to pull the hay out into the pasture with that one, because it would start right up. But other than that, that's sort of the gist going on of really gun recap of, it's been cold, and amazingly enough, I don't have my jacket on, but guys are working hard on the house, and it's been windy, but that's gradually coming up some more. Maybe I'll be able to get some shots of that going on. You can sort of see different stages of that as well. And then of course the other biggie is that within approximately a month's time, all the piggies, which I can show you, there's only 2 out now, they're all headed inside. They've had enough to eat, going in to warm up with each other, and those guys will be gone. So once those guys are gone, wow, the chore list will really go low with you know, just having the sows over there and the cattle and the chickens to do. But you know what, before you think about that too long, all of a sudden the first Cornish cross will arrive, and we'll be taking care of little baby chicks in the brooder, and then out on pasture. So, you know, I hope you guys have been having enjoyable weeks. Prayerfully your new year has gone well for you, and you're staying warm, especially if you're here in Wisconsin. And you know, like I say, I'll try and get you some more updates as they hopefully happen. But I said that at one member, I said earlier, I might have an excuse. That excuse is if it's too cold. That I look at that, I even have my glove off. That I maybe won't have much there, but we'll see if I can show you what's going on, or if anything changes, I'll let you know. But you guys have a great one. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.